GM fan. We are live with your hosts Phil S. Contreras, Zircon, and Soul Investor, where we talk about NFTs on Value Vibes Podcast, the value, the drama, and the vibes. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. Claynosaurz, they got some new stuff happening, some new dinosaurs. I'm not good with dinosaur names, but we'll figure that out. We have some stuff with OK Bears. They're really throwing it down right now. We got the Heist that basically came out as well. We have the Helium news. We have Grayscale doing some things on Solana. And we have the Mad Lads Mint. And we can't forget about Alpha Pharaohs, our boys down there doing some stuff as well. What's up, guys? What's going on, Soul Investor? How you been?
I've been good. I've been good. Sort of back in the NFT markets, buying a ton of NFTs. So yeah, pretty good, man.
Yeah, I mean, you've been, I think you've been out for since last Monday. So I'm glad to have you back on this venture for this week. I know you probably got some things that you want to talk about. Zircon, what's up, man? How you doing?
Everything's fine, Phil. A lot of action last week with a couple of mints. We have the Heist this week, actually, the Heist Drill Club on the Polygon side. We have a lot of stuff from NYC. Actually, OKVS dropped some stuff. We saw the Claynosaurz collab with the Saga phone. We're going to talk about that later. But a lot of stuff. Last week, it was kind of dry. And now we have plenty of topics to talk about. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm glad you guys asked on how I've been. I've been good. I've been great. I had a good weekend. I touched grass, and the whole time I just been thinking about the Mad Lads Mint and how that's gonna play out. And I think we should start off with that. Mad Lads. It just came out. They're minting very soon. Zircon with Mad Labs coming in. What do you think of it? What do you think overall on how the spectrum of this is on Twitter? Is it hyping? Is it moving? I'm gonna pull it up.
I'm kind of worried because of the price. I mean, we talked about the Heist. The Heist minted for around the same price. I know we have some other stuff that happened with the Heist. We already discussed about the price, how they change it, yada, yada, yada. And Mad Labs is a completely different story because they set the price at 6.9, I think, from the beginning. So I don't think there's a lot of fat around the price, but it's kind of high. I don't want to say it's crazy expensive because if the hype is there, they're gonna sold out. But I'm worried that it happens kind of the same like with the Heist, where they mint out, but the price doesn't go as high as people expect. That's what I'm worried about. So I hope the best for them because I really like the project and the concept. And the other thing is that we already mentioned that it's pure art. So that's another thing. That's another maybe flaw that it has for the mint. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully they do well and they go past 10. They said their mint is gonna be unbottable. I want to see if that actually happened once in Solana because everyone says it's unbottable and then all of a sudden a wallet gets like 500 NFTs. So I want to see how unbottable this is gonna be.
Dude,
Whoa.
I am. Well, Soul Investor wants to get in. What's going on, man? Talk.
I don't know. Look, the Soulport launchpad has been unbottable since it was released. I've never seen it get bought.
Yeah, but I mean, they never said we are or they say it, but it's the only one. Then the rest is like they made a whole statement around this is unbottable with a new launchpad, and every single time it happens the same thing. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, so I am extremely excited about this mint. This is probably one of my most special mints because I've been like researching the project. I did my own personal YouTube video on this, and the way just the wallet is made and everything is just unbelievable. It's next gen completely compared to Phantom, and the project here. I mean, I see a lot of people around this just are just really excited the same way. Just you got Solana Legend. He's going, pretty much ape all over this. He talks about this every day. You have some other guys as well. I mean, so many people are excited about this. Armani's really deep in this ecosystem. and he built Anchor. I forgot. Anchor was like one of the first things he built like for free on Solana, and now he's building out Backpack. The thing is, they say that this art project is separate from the actual product. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Uh, I don't know if it's like for financial reasons or whatnot. But as far as just an art collection, it's nice. For 6.9 Sol, I'm personally gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I saw the product, even though they say it's not connected. I saw it and I dig it, and I'm willing to do it because I saw what it has to offer. Unlike the other project, the Heist, they didn't really show the project yet. They didn't show the game yet. So that's why I thought that was too much because it's too much for me. So there you go. Wow. You guys, maybe I went on for a while, but that is basically everything on Mad Lads on what has happened. Now, we have OK Bears also coming out with their own thing as well. They are basically come out with this huge list on NFT NYC. Let's just start off with how they're basically going to bring out their project to brands. They basically said that they're going to start bringing it out some mega brands right here. I don't know if you guys know any of them, but you have Mango, you got Zara, you have Varner, you have LPP, you got Bershka. These are brands that I enjoy and actually I wear. Like I wear this stuff right now. Zara. Don't make fun of me, but that's the stuff I like. So Zircon, I mean, what do you see with this first thing with OK Bears? Did you see this comeback come?
I thought they had like they were holding to their cards. I think they didn't want to release anything, and they boom went all in on NYC. They dropped this. I mean, this is really really bullish in terms of investments because we are talking they're gonna collab with a lot of big brands. But I'm more interested on the Mighty Jacks collab actually that is also mentioned there. Mighty Jacks is a company that makes figurines basically. So I want to see how they build and they already made a one-on-one for Bored Ape Yacht Club, if I'm not wrong, called the Chimp. So they already done collabs with NFT projects, and the actual product looks really good. So I want to see what they build with OK Bears because I think it might be something cooler than a wristband.
Yeah, I mean, Soul Investor, I mean, OK Bears, like they really threw out a lot. Just stuff after stuff after stuff. Particularly like what they said before. They're all about branding, and it's they really showed it, this week with this whole branding push. They also came out with some spots with some partnership with actually Red, which is like a huge organization on donations. With all these news, did you see this as well, or what do you think of how this played out?
Kind of in the middle. I do like it overall. The two things that stand out to me that I'm not a fan of is uh, one, the sort of self branding thing they're talking about. I don't know, you can get paid in a way to wear their merchandise. I don't fully get that. I find that weird. But I don't even understand how they're going to pay for it and how much you can actually earn from it. And with the company just giving out money just like that, I would want to see how that business model is structured because that's a bit concerning. Secondly, oh man, this is going to make me sound really bad, but the whole charity thing, I'm not a fan of it. I mean, not with NFTs. All right, if I wanted to donate to charity, I'll do it. I don't need to go through an NFT to do that. You know what I mean? Unless it's something really specific for some sort of specific cause or something like that. I think we may have stuff like that in the future, which could be a little bit interesting, where you don't really focus on price action with that. But um, overall, I like that they're trying new things. I like the brand partnerships. I think they're also doing something with their staking as well, which is a little bit interesting. So I want to see. I want to see how they deliver. Let's put it that way. Because Phil, I believe you still haven't got your wristbands.
No, I didn't actually get them. So I kind of sold them out. Oh, it was a while ago. It was a long time ago. I sold it. I didn't get the wristbands. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I mean, that came as a shocker to me that you said that the whole charity thing was not
Yeah.
I guess like the best impression. That that's definitely what you call it, a hot pepper out there. Boom, just throw it out there. I you know that's some interesting points right there. Overall, I mean, I enjoyed what they did here compared to like I would say maybe like 3 months ago where not much was happening. I like the news on all of this that they're actually they've done a lot of work behind the scenes and they've been building on these brands. I mean, working with these, trying to connect with these type of brands is just, it's no joke. And I mean, I don't know how they did it, man, but I think this whole thing, like what this guy said, crypto crackers, with Red, I think it's bigger than just actually, like even though it's great to see them actually connect with these type of partnerships, I think just the reputation, like what this guy said, would really also help out a lot. But Zircon, I mean, we already went through Mighty Jackson, all that, but I think we probably like already went through enough on OK Bears. I would just say overall they've been doing quite well. This is probably
Yeah.
the first time like we actually kind of enjoyed what they did. Um, you went on like a huge spill on OK Bears, I think like 2 weeks ago. so so this is a
Yeah, yeah.
completely different, I would say. But I think we should go with the Heist right now with what they're doing. The Heist, they basically came out with the Mint Zircon. This is another project that we also discussed about.
Yeah.
The Heist came out pretty strong. It kind of surprised me a little bit. They completely got the attention of Twitter. They have about like 500 likes here on this whole thing. What do you say about this?
I like the idea. I read the paper actually to see how everything is gonna be. It reminds me a little bit of the games. They call them click to earn in the Binance Smart Chain. It's basically a reward token. You receive tokens as a reward for doing stuff on their game. They're giving free money basically for NFT holders, and I like the idea. I haven't seen it work yet, so I want to see if they can actually make something that works and can be sustainable. It's the word. The thing that got me out of the Heist was all this min price against pre-sale situation. They sold out. They have the hype. People still believe on the project, and they managed to sell out. But they I think they went to like 8 SOL, and with royalties enforced. So in terms of money for the people that minted, they won like 1 SOL, I think, of profits. I don't think it's worth it for the time, for the amount of effort that you needed to grind to get whitelist to get just 1 SOL. I don't think it was worth it. People are kind of disappointed because of that. I want to see if they can change a little bit things up with the game, because they didn't drop it yet. So maybe with the game they can pump a little bit higher, but I don't know. I already took a hate on them last week, saying they weren't gonna like go past 10. They didn't. So I won't say anything else because I'm gonna get canceled on Twitter. So I'm not saying
Dude,
anything else on the Heist.
I don't think it's as bad as Solovest is saying the OK Bears Red partnership is bearish. I think that one really threw it out there.
I don't think we go any lower than that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're okay, Zircon. But that's why we have Soul Investor. He really throws it down. But I mean, so Soul Investor. I mean, I gotta get back to that. Like, so you really think that it's bearish as far as like the whole Red partnership, or is like does it go like really deep into like how did you come up to that conclusion?
It's the same reason why I don't invest in dividend stocks. All right, if a company is just giving money away, that's not really a company I want to invest in. I want to invest in a company that is constantly reinvesting in innovation.
So
That's just the way I see it.
So you're looking at it like a stock perspective. So let's just say Tesla, for
I'm,
instance. If Tesla starts issuing dividends right now at the growth phase of this whole EV sector, where there's a huge startup competition, if they start throwing dividends out and not putting that profits into EV tech to like lower the cost of the vehicles, I will probably sell Tesla. I think I get that
I
analogy.
would
I
do
think
the
that's
same.
what you're trying to, what you would, I guess, what
Well,
you're throwing out
it,
there.
what I'm trying to say is, I mean, what if you're invested in OK Bears because you like the art, you like the brand, you like the community, you like what they're doing? Fair enough. I'm chasing profits, so for me, it's sort of like I'm investing for price action, and innovation leads to more price action. I'm not investing into a project so they could give the money to charity. If I wanted to do charity donations,
You can
I
do it
would
by
do
yourself.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a completely different thing. But to me, this is investing, and I feel like those two things are completely separate.
Interesting take. We got back to that. I think we should go back to the heist. I'm surprised we haven't been shut down yet. We're still live. So StreamYard and Twitter are still keeping us live, so we gotta keep it going. But overall, like we have another way of so the heist. Zircon basically, or let's just say from the way you put it is that you're just being careful with the project. I
Uh,
guess from what.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't buy it. I didn't buy it. I mean, for me, the mint was already a huge risk because I said it. I mean, you're competing again because I did an extra research that I didn't have the info actually on the last episode of the podcast. They sell 3K of pre-sales at 2.75. So you're competing in a 10K collection with the 30% of the people buying at 2.75, a third of the price. I mean, you you're gonna get wrecked if you buy. So I just said I'm not gonna buy it on the mint. I'm not gonna take that risk. It's really risky, even though it wasn't such a risk because you didn't lose money. But I mean, it's still really risky to me.
I disagree. I disagree. Uh, Look, the pre-sale for Two Soul that happened 3 months ago. All right, so it happened before they had built anything, before there was a community, and before there was any sort of attention on the reputation of the founders. Uh, if you were sort of pre-minting this 3 months ago, there was no proof of anything. 3 months later, after they've built more of the game, they've built the community, they've done all this marketing, etc., etc. There's a lot more info on the founders. Then you have them coming out at 6.0. So I think that's the difference, and I think it makes a lot of sense. They're currently sitting at 9 soul. Honestly, I wouldn't buy it at 9 soul. I think it probably was maybe sub 8. There was a few dips when it comes to accepting bids. But yeah, look, one thing I totally agree on is the sustainability. I It seems like people are sort of looking at the token price, and they're hoping that the token price is going to pump the flow price, and that may happen in the short term, but it's not a sustainable model. However, on the other hand, this is the exact same team that created the remnants, so they do know about these flaws and they are experienced. Like I said, I'm not buying in at this price point, but I am interested to see where this goes next.
So, do you know anything on how this game is played out, Soul Investor? Do you have any idea, or are we just waiting for this game to come out? Like,
I
is
think
there
the
any
game's
like
out, if I'm not mistaken.
it's game release within the next few hours? Oh, this is 18 hours ago. Oh,
Yeah, the game's
18
out.
hours. So the game is out. Ah, let
I
me.
haven't played it though. I don't have the NFT, so I haven't checked it out. But from what I heard, it's pretty good.
Really? Let
Mhm.
me. So, all right. So, is there any way I can actually get into this thing, or do I have to like need like some access to get in it? So
I think you need the NFT.
I need
Yeah.
an NFT. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, I think this is going to this is I think because of that. Is that really true? I need an NFT to play it?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, because it's token reward based. If you could play it without an NFT, you could get tokens for free and without any investment. The thing is that you are getting rewards in Nana, that is their native token, that has actually liquidity pool provided, so you can actually get tokens and swap them and get money out of the
Man, I
game.
wanted to play it. Well, just because of that, I mean, I don't. It's a all this stuff is great for them. Congratulate them on mint and all that, but um, as long as it's gated closely, I mean, I don't see how this is gonna grow. But yeah, it's probably gonna have some small price action and
So
someone's
Phil,
yeah. Go ahead.
the remnants, which is also very similar in the terms, in the
Heist,
sense that you need an
I
NFT.
remember remnants. It was like that.
Let me get the link for you. So they're very similar in the sense that like you need the NFT to access the game. And I will say that I haven't confirmed this, but I think it was mentioned on one of Easy Space.
Yeah.
Oh, I've put in the chat the link. So the Remnants token is, in terms of volume, the highest traded token on Famous Fox Federation. So that is
Wow.
something to consider. Yeah, in terms of volume,
Yeah,
it's the highest traded token.
that's a great point. If that can get there, okay. But I mean, actually, you guys already know how I am with games. I'm not the best of games. I never see games as something I tend to get into. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how this goes. I want to see the game. I just want to see the game, and then I can really see where this thing going if I could play the game. But I don't think
Let
I'll
me
ever
check
play the
if
game.
I was checking on their Discord if by any chance they dropped something
Some type
about
of
the
video.
game. Yeah, so maybe you could see how the game actually works.
Yeah, I mean, like, just by looking at it, you could just really tell like where it's going. If you could just feel it, you know. But while Zircon's in recon mode looking for this game, we have something else, dude. I feel like everything right now we're talking about, I don't know. I feel like we're all like we're really bringing how would I say, like some it feels like a down day. Like, we need some positive news. We have Claynosaurz. They came out with the saga. They have some different dinosaurs. You guys probably know that I'm not good with dinosaurs. I'm guessing this like a raptor slash what do you call that other thing? Bulkhead, and then this one's like a Spinosaurus. If I'm getting that right.
If I'm not wrong, they
And
mentioned it on the Twitter thread. The actual
yeah, they
name of the
mentioned
two.
something. Spino, I got that right. And the para. Okay, I was wrong on that one. Now
The dinosaurs don't have noses.
they don't, but they kind of do. They have something pointy, but they don't have the nostrils. They have they have some interesting traits. This one kind of, I mean, they don't really look like the other dinosaurs, but they kind of do, if you know what I'm saying. But the way this is being brought out is it's going through
I like it.
Solana Mobile, right?
Yeah.
Call of Saga, an expansion, and it's coming out with these guys, new classes. They have different mechanics, and there's 1,000 Spinos, 1,000 Paras. So these guys are basically bringing it out. They're doing an expansion to other parts of the community in Solana. It's not particularly the holders. And the problem right now that you're probably seeing around Twitter is that there's people that are not happy that this is not coming back to the holders, that this is being given to another part of the community in Solana, which is like Solana Mobile. I guess somehow you have to get a Saga user, Genesis token holder, and you'll be eligible for one of these. You guys aren't. I mean, I would say like you guys aren't Clayno holders. I would think. For you, in your perspective, is this great because now there's like an opportunity to get into Clayno?
I think it's fantastic.
Am I right? Like Like, or
Yes.
do you take part of the holder where the holder like wants this airdrop because they've been waiting on something for them, but again they received airdrops before. They received the Claymaker, they received the on the what else
Yeah.
did they receive?
The
There was
every
one
single
more thing.
one or
There was the
no?
Claymaker and something else. Everything
Yeah.
else was like kind of
The
like just like random drops from like other
oh
parts
yeah,
of the community, like NFT events and all that.
Clay.
and the clay.
Yeah, and the
Yeah, yeah.
Clay. That's right. So, I mean, what do you see with this? Do you think this was the right move for Claynosaurz? Expansion to other places?
I like it. I like it. um, it's it's sort of like two aspects here. One, people who are priced out of Claynosaurus. This is an avenue for them to get in, and it's also a really good way to get more sales for the Solana phone. But also seeing Solana Mobile actually partner with an NFT collection like this, it
Yeah.
kind of shows that they are prioritizing NFTs when it comes to their mobile. So those are the two great aspects on my end.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
The,
Zerkan. Looks like you're about to talk.
yeah. There's, I mean, I get why they are concerned a little bit, but you have to, I mean, we have to consider that the only people that are gonna get the phone, actually, the chance to mint, are people that are gonna buy the phone. The phone can only be buy on on the States, I think. I tried to see the price and I couldn't. It's not available on my region. And the phone, for what I've read on Twitter, is gonna be like 40 sol, like 1K in USD, but I converted to sol, 40 sol. So it's not like every single human being is gonna be able to just buy the phone. It's not guaranteed. That's what I mean. It's not that you buy the phone and you are guaranteed to get a Clayno. So it's not that I don't know. I get why they think the price might dilute, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, first you have to buy the phone, then you have to get eligible to mint the Clayno, and then you have to mint the Clayno. So there's a lot of things that had to happen in order for you to get a price down Clayno, because you are paying like 45, let's say 50 sol for a Clayno. So I don't know. There's a great advantage, but there's a lot of risk as well. Maybe you buy the phone and you don't get the actual Clayno. So
You probably won't. You probably won't. I mean, if they sell like 1 million phones, for example, I think only
yeah.
2,000 people are getting a Play now.
So I don't see why people are so concerned. I mean, I get why, but they also got a lot of benefits for being a holder for this time. It's not like they didn't drop anything yet to the holders and they decided to do this. I mean, they already give them the clay maker, a lot of chances to get most of the airdrops that were a lot of they had a lot of value in the market, like the let's say the croissant, the pizzas. What else do we have? The booster
Playmakers,
pack on
Clay.
the booster pack on NYZ. There was a lot of chances. I know these were event based, but we're talking this saga drop is also kind of an event as well. It's not like a holder airdrop, just as simple as that.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what the airdrops are used for yet?
I don't think they didn't
The
say
only
anything
thing I've heard of is that there's each airdrop is gonna play some role within this whole system. They're all gonna be some part of it. That's like the only thing I heard is like a mechanical part. So they have some system in play, but they haven't released it yet.
Gotcha. Because you have some of these airdrops that are worth like 300 sol. How are they going to justify that price whenever they release what they're going to release? I think that's an interesting thing to look at.
Talking about sustainability.
That's actually interesting because like I was wondering the same thing. Like, you know, okay, I'm okay with my Clayno, and like the where the price is at, but like I do not want to pay for a Sardini, or I don't even know if I'm saying that right, because that thing is like 400 sol, and I'm worried like what's the use of this, and I'm sure they probably have something down to where it's maybe worth there, but I don't know. It's hard to justify.
Yeah,
but
400 sol.
400 sold.
You're getting
there's
a
gotta be
car. I don't
something out
know.
there. I don't. Maybe some crazy thing in the movie. Maybe first row seats in the new Clayno movie premiere in LA. So maybe you could see Justin Bieber in the whole premiere for the first Clayno premiere. But I think overall, like we discussed about dilution a while ago, maybe it was like a month or two. This was a big topic before this became a topic with the Claynos today. So like what you said, Zircon, this whole discussion of dilution, we kind of went back and forth. Soul investors said it wasn't such a big deal. I kind of said I was concerned. And I think Soul Investor, after going through all this month, I think he is right. That's not such a big deal. Just by seeing what they've done. Snooze, what's going on, man? What's happening? We're just talking about Clayno drama.
What's up, my guy? I don't know. I was trying to catch the end of that.
Dude, how you been? How's everything?
Good, man. I mean, busy on the advisory side. Like me, Jet, Shivas, and everyone from Helium just like did one of the most quiet major joint ventures, and like we're literally just. I think we're gonna advise the entire space at this rate.
Oh my gosh. Well, check that out. Look at that. Boom.
Yo, let's go.
Philippines coffee, not drink it. When I see everybody here, all you guys, I'm gonna pop this out, and we're all gonna drink coffee. It's not like champagne, but I mean it's
That's
good.
that's better than the hot fish.
That's really.
I like
really
that.
But yeah, so Snooze, what do you think of this whole Clayno expansion? They have 2,000 more in it. Soul Invest said it's fine. Zircon said it's fine. I said it's fine. What's your take on it with this whole new thing? I don't know if you've seen the news.
Yeah, I heard the expansion thing. I know it'll drop the price. It'll drop the price first, but because the problem with Claynos is they've been giving value only to people who have physically actually been there. So until they solve that, I mean, it's in Skyfall. Like no amount of NFTs or new art is going to really recover it because they're now the NFT collection that you have to go to an event to actually get value as a holder.
Uh-huh.
By the way, sorry, if I'm not mistaken, this 2,000 NFTs it won't be part of the main collection. It's going to be a separate collection under sort of the Claynosaurz umbrella, but it won't be part of the
Right.
10K supply.
It's like a
Right.
mobile device special, right? Because they're
Yeah.
partnered with Solana Mobile.
Yeah,
I think the mechanics of how to get up to it is still going to be like that pump and dump. But I think the point for me is like Clayno have done really bad at like holder value as an NFT. And not everyone has access to like coming to an event and actually going to New York or Amsterdam or Melbourne. So that's a problem I feel like they have to fix first.
Interesting. That's a different point from the rest of us. I was saying like I was actually quite I had a clay maker drop. I had a clay drop, and I think I was thinking like, okay, that's kind of good enough. So I was thinking, okay, maybe it's not as much as soul. Maybe it's like 6-7 soul, but I was thinking like, yeah, I guess it's not bad for these guys to expand this to other communities around Solana. Maybe like a Utes thing, but I guess we'll see how that plays out in this whole thing. Snooze, you also missed out on OK Bears. We're not going to talk about that. We went through a lot of drama. You don't want to hear it, actually. You don't want to hear it. We think we're going to get banned after this, after that talk. But we finally going to get to the next topic. We have Helium. Helium just basically announced that they are joining Solana on this whole new road. what do you think about this whole news? I mean, we have so much things going on this week. Helium, we got Mad Lads, Mints. I mean, what's going on, man?
I feel like Helium and Mad Lads are like ecosystem projects that'll just partly help pump the Solana floor. So I'm bullish on it. We acquire more users. I hope they stay, and I hope they're not Solana maxis already.
Oh snap! Honestly, like with this whole 5G thing, I just did not see this coming from Helium. I don't know if this has been going on for a while, but I literally just recently just listened to this about just 2 days ago. So maybe I missed out on everything that happened here. But overall, I mean, Soul Investor Zircon, have you guys seen this? Or have you even used Helium before?
No, I haven't used
No, me neither.
Helium, and I know nothing about validators. This is just not my field.
Yeah, this is too much tech for what what I do. But as always, building on Solana. If anyone is gonna do something on Solana, I'm bullish on them. Every single thing that is just to improve the actual ecosystem and the blockchain, I'll go for it.
All right. So we're gonna go from deep tech to basically Egyptian drawings. Soul Investor. The next thing that we had on topic is basically what you just did with Alpha Fairs, and it's kind of funny because like we have news here, and like
Yeah,
it's like
right on
perfect
time.
timing. It's just right in time. Like he came like at
We,
the
we
right
were
moment.
waiting. We were waiting for news so we can talk about the Pharaohs.
Yeah, you know what? If you guys want to know what's honestly been happening is I've been sort of holding the 9 floor on Alpha Pharaohs. I've picked up probably like 2,000, maybe close to $3,000 worth of these, and I'm constantly DMing Snooze like, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, and then he leaves me on red, and then I ask him like something that has nothing to do with Alpha Pharaohs, and he replies in 5 minutes. So that's what's sort of going on behind the scenes, and it's so strange because the more he ignores me, the more it's like I want to pick up more of these. So. Uh,
Oh,
That's the
it's
buying
it's funny
signal.
it's funny you say that because I heard on Twitter like when someone starts getting quiet, that's when you start thinking about some things. Maybe like what you just did like this week. How many did you buy?
yeah, I bought like 10. I think I bought like 10. But
Man,
I'm going to
that's
pick
a
up like
lot.
six more. I'm going to pick up like six more. I'm not yet done. I'm waiting for Mad Labs to come out, and I'll give it like 3 more days, and then I'll pick up like six more. That's
Yeah,
really my plan. Yeah,
yeah,
so I'll be holding like 16 of them by the time I'm
yeah,
done.
you've been telling us about your entry point for probably a couple of months, and it's finally happened. So congrats on finally making your entry point. And with this whole project, I mean, Snooze came out. He talked a little bit of the background. We kind of talked about around the art. And Snooze, is there anything else around that? Just any hints on anything else going on?
So I'm actually under strict orders to shill only very specific things. So this is a tough predicament because I'm not expecting to like talk AP, but like I've told Soul Investor, um, read up on your hieroglyphics.
Okay. I am not
Yeah,
good with
read
languages.
hieroglyphics. As if anyone in the 21st century knows how to do that.
I'm gonna go Google Translate, and I'm just gonna take the hieroglyphics and translate it to English. So that's gonna be my
Yeah.
whole move. I probably shouldn't have said that live. I probably should have kept that a secret and say I'm not gonna take Google Translate and do all that changes. So,
Can
but
I also
all right,
say there's a whale? I don't know who the whale is, but there's a whale out there that messed up my entries because I was accumulating these sub eights, and then it immediately got swept up to 10. So someone really messed my entries up. But now I'm accumulating sort of at around 9 soul.
damn. Well,
But I think
uh,
where So I guess what I can share though is if people were bullish on OK Bears like doing things to be like a legally sustainable NFT, we're probably strides ahead of the OK Bears gang because we're incorporated, we have an accountant, we have a lawyer on the team. So a lot of um legal framework that has took a while to do, but once it's set up, it allows us to operate in the real world. And I think that's where Tim always holds my tongue. Like hold it at operate in the real world because if I go anymore, people get excited about everything else that'll happen.
So how long? Okay, so you guys have been working on phase two for a little while now. How long exactly have you guys been working on phase two?
I think so. We really decided phase two once Tomb Raid stabled, right? So that was 3.5 months ago,
Oh shit.
and the legal work took us like 2.5, and then it's 1 month that well, I've been searching for an artist mid phase one for the longest time, and I think we're quite close. Like this is art in all its sense that is quite interesting.
And
Uh,
the last time you were here, you guys had just started rolling out the white labels. Uh,
Yeah.
how how are the white labels coming along?
So our realization is everyone else on crypto Twitter is not as good as Pharaohs as rating, and we still hold
ah.
85% of the entire volume. Nekozuma holds like 5% of it. And then I think every other minor community is just like 1-2%. So
Hmm.
weirdly enough, that already tells us that motherfuckers are lazy in the space. All the hustlers are in Pharaohs.
I guess that's a fair assessment. I guess that's a fair assessment. When can we expect phase two? Because you guys have been talking about it for a while now.
I'm actually just waiting on the green light from Tim, but everything's ready. Um, we've just moved to a philosophy where we're only going to start marketing once it's actually ready to deploy. Just because historically we've been um, people have been camping our GitHub repositories, and it's funny how like suddenly you'll see when we drop something 2 weeks later, some other project claims they have a utility that we did way ahead of us.
Hmm.
So we've just been maybe we'll drop it this week, maybe we'll drop it next week, but we'll drop it once. Well, it's right now it's Tim at the kill switch. Like I'm ready to go on like Spaces Bonanza and Shilling and all the marketing hype. Like they literally have to hold me back and tie me down because of how hyped I am to start. Because this shit's gonna get crazy.
Dude, I can't wait. I think maybe not immediately, but I think in this NFT bear market, I think you guys are one of the few NFTs that are actually going to break their all-time highs.
I hope
I'm
so. I hope
putting
so.
that out there.
And we're trying to strategize it where it's sustainable because the last ascent for Pharaohs, right? The 1 to 23 soul floor, that was crazy parabolic, and the retrace was justifiable. Like a 50-55% retrace is obvious once you soar that high. Like there has to be a strong cool off. So Stoner's been saying we have to drop this in sustainable floors so accumulation happens stronger.
I actually disagree with him. I disagree with him. Like, here's here's the thing. You guys have dropped 55 to 60%, but that's the average drop of most NFTs at the
Hmm.
moment. um, and most NFTs didn't do the parabolic rise that you did. So if you sort of look at it that way, I think you guys are at like sort of market average when it comes to that percentage drop. But the difference is you guys had that 24x move. right before it.
Fair. I want to, like, he was thinking of like gaming, well, sustainably putting this so there's more accumulation as well as like reason to have a more varied holdership. So probably more 3 to 4 NFT, 3 to 4 holder levels.
Oh damn! Should I sell some of mine?
There is advantage of just being a whale. I mean, we were the we were one of the 3 communities with the biggest Raposa presale just because Pharaohs eat from everything I advise.
Mhm.
So everything I advise automatically they get like what 350 presale. The whales got 200 just for them.
And what is this whole advisory thing? You popped in, you mentioned it, and
Oh,
then we sort of started
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
Claynosaurz.
So one big thing that happened in like for me, I was invited to join the Nekozuma board. So I'm now a co-founder technically of Nekozuma, but I work on the advisory side because we recently did a joint venture, Thunder Studios and Helium Labs. Helium Labs is the creative team and Phase Protocol. So the creatives behind the balloons upgrade, the Raposa art, what other cool things have they worked on? A lot of the teasers in the space actually are done by Helium. There are a lot of non-Solana projects also rostered there. While us in Thunder, I mean, I advise on my own like 28% of the space. Like they're either consulted per session or they have me on retainer. But the goal is to have like this Boston or McKinsey style consulting firm that actually launches businesses and keeps them sustainably until they're operating, and then just whatever they need operatorship or in full blast operations we're able to provide, whether it be mods, actual business development, real world utility like creating a supply chain for them, looking at their tax situation, looking at their EBITDA end of the year, everything to run their business basically from inception to operation. That's what that joint venture is now, and we just keep absorbing new tech and new partners. So I'm excited. The first flex of the joint venture is Raposa, and everyone's seeing how well oiled that machine looks like.
Yeah, you guys have been killing it on that sense. I think I also just got whitelisted for that project as well. So super excited for that. Super excited for that.
Motherfucker, you
Uh,
didn't realize you could just DM me.
dude, I DM'd you and
How do
I
you spell
DM'd
it?
Jet.
Raposa coffee, Raposa coffee.
Yeah.
No, I seen it was like it was orange.
Ra ra ra. Like ra
Oh, here
ra
you
ra
Ra,
ra.
yeah, yeah. R-A, Raposa.
go. Uh,
It's
There you
a
go.
it's a
wrong
Latin word,
Raposa.
right?
There it is.
Oh, a raposa. Ah,
Raposa.
I
raposa.
think it's a Latin word or a Spanish word, raposa.
It's on Spanish.
Zerka, is that a word in Argentina? Because I never
Mm,
heard. I never heard of this word.
no,
Let me dig it.
actually, the thing is, it's a way to call foxes.
Yeah, it's a way to call
Oh,
fox.
oh, there you go. It's a fox. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as snooze is right. I'm supposedly Spanish in some way, but
No, I have to
Don't
go.
tell me
I have
I'm
to
no
Google it.
Spanish
Don't
for you,
worry.
bro.
I'm not an expert as well. I just Googled Raposa, and the first thing that showed up on my language was that it's actually a way to call the foxes.
Okay, so
oh yeah,
it's
we
good to know that I'm more Spanish than Zircon and Phil for the word Raposa. And I'm only 30% Spanish.
Wait, so you guys already
oh
have the product created?
Yeah. In NFT NYC, if you were at the Helium event, Salk was just throwing this into the crowd. Yeah,
really? Did you make
all
it
the
there?
no. I was So I'm stuck in Asia for
Dude,
until
we should
probably
make one here.
December. I should head to Korea, shouldn't I?
You should make a like a NFT NYC here in Asia, so we can all just celebrate here. Someone's got to do it. I mean, there's already
NFT
one in
soul.
There was one in Paris. But like, where's Asia?
Jet's doing it for. He's doing like a Thunder Festival somewhere in July in Bangkok. So once he starts marketing that, I'll probably be going.
I can come
Can, like,
for next
Can
year's
anyone
one.
go, or does like do you have to hold something?
Your dick is the only thing you have to hold. We'll be fine.
Oh, dang it!
Nah. I know it's open for anyone in Solana.
All right, sweet, dude. We could probably meet up there. I'll
Yeah,
bring the
man.
coffee.
Yo, I just hope it isn't stale by then.
Yeah, no, I would love to see all these Asian brands get together. I don't think people really understand how big the Asian community is within the NFT space.
It's kind of undervalued.
Oh yeah, wasn't it Philippines that single-handedly blew up that game? What's
Axie
that game
Infinity?
called? Axie Infinity.
Yeah,
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was so upset
on
when
Ethereum.
Yep.
Yeah,
They actually it's now called Ronin. They have their layer 2 blockchain developed on layer 2.
Oh,
That's why I was so upset when they fucking put Breakpoint in Amsterdam. When Asia has more fucking DJs.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Asia has
Yes.
less whales though, if I'm not wrong.
We have an HGE that's just tanking floors.
That's fair. HG is richer than the entire ecosystem.
So tell me who's controlling the ecosystem.
I got a topic for you. Stu's, I think you'd like this one in specific. So Sharkyfi buys UGS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Sharkyfi, they completely just like came out with this news this week. They bought USG. Let me pull out the link right here. It's news. Well, I mean, what have you seen this?
I have. That was their big news in NFT NYC.
Oh, it came out
Dude, it just
beforehand.
tanked the floor.
Hank,
Yeah,
I thought it was
apparently
going to do
it
the
was-
opposite.
I don't know anyone using USG personally. Snooze, do you know anyone who's using their platform?
So the trick is when they got bought out, their platform was still in like closed beta. So I'm one of the few people who actually got into closed beta.
How is it?
It's really good, but honestly, because Rain.fi caught up to a lot of the features, I'm more a Rain.fi maxi now.
Yeah, we were talking about this. I checked out Rain.fi's platform as well. It's pretty clean, actually.
The
Also,
power of Rain.fi, bro, is the fact that I can take out a loan, or I can ape now pay later. Let's say an SMB. I ape now pay later to SMB for like what, 50 Solana. It pumps from 200, it goes to 300. I can sell the difference. Like I just pay back the loan and then earn the 100 Sol. That's how powerful the platform is.
isn't Famous Fox doing something similar? They're calling it mortgages.
Citric.
Citric.
The problem with Citric is they don't have a lot of loan providers, and I'm not. I'm a bit careful when it comes to like what Famous Fox develops because they develop a lot of shit, but they also don't really market and sustain a lot of that shit. So if it's not a raffle or an auction, I'm probably not going to do it for Famous Foxes. And WhirlTools is coming up.
Wait, sorry, what's
Which
coming?
one's coming up?
WhirlTools,
Oh yeah, I've heard of them.
Big Daddy Degen's project, which
Can you get me
technically
whitelist?
is like a bot-powered Famous Fox.
Really?
Yeah. They're
Oh
like
no,
a-
it's let me get the link for you, Phil.
Yeah.
WhirlTools. It's like whirlpool, but tool.
WhirlTools.
World.
Whirl, like whirlpool.
Like Lapras's move
Yeah.
attack. I like how Zircon.
Oh, Whirlpool.
Whirl, yeah, whirl.
Whirlpool, but a
Tool.
tool.
Change the
Whirl
P for a
tool.
T. Yeah,
Mhm.
there you go.
There you go.
Empowering Web3 users with cross-chain platforms.
That's the one.
Okay.
It's a crazy expensive mint, by the way. It's like a 9.1 Sol mint.
Oh yeah, I'm
The
not
art
touching
looks
this.
Yeah,
pretty sick.
yeah, but the supply is really low, right?
Yeah, supplies really like 3333,
Yeah,
but has everything. It's like Famous Foxes with less supply, and I like that.
So while you guys are talking about all that, I dig the art. I mean, that's like the first thing I look at. I don't even know if it's
noted.
gonna be an NFT or anything around it, but I just like how they made this.
Okay, I
This
like
cool
for now.
looking
I
thing.
like Phil's fetish for mermen.
Which one?
For mermen,
Which one?
for mermaid men.
Oh yeah, for Merman. I like
I'm
these for
actually
Mermans.
scared this is going to go under the radar because we just had the heist and then we have Mad Labs in 2 days.
Yeah, Mala is gonna be a big one. We just talked about the heist.
yeah. It's kind
a
of I
little
don't
bit.
know. I don't know if you guys saw Maida DAO.
Yeah, they flew
That-
to 12 Sol before.
Yeah,
coming back down.
they went to like 14, and no one even realized that it actually minted because everyone was focusing on the heist and every single mint this week.
Yeah, so
Sorry, Phil.
basically, yeah. So I'm gonna wrap up the show. We'll talk a little bit right after the show. We talked a lot about. We're gonna wrap it up with the final question on everything that has happened overall. Just in Solana, SMBs right now they just got bought out from Monkey DAO. Zircon, first, yes or no? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing?
As always, it's a
Boom.
good thing for Monkey DAO. I'll just
All
wrap
right.
it there.
Soul investor,
My stance is a good thing.
good thing. Snooze,
I still don't understand why we need the IP, but hell yeah.
I'm all for it. Let's get it going. Monkey DAO, all in one. We're fusing together. We can't wait. Much love, guys. Thanks for joining in on this podcast where we talked a lot. We talked a lot about the Claynosaurz, Alpha Pharaohs. We talked also about Malice, which is coming out very soon, I think in 2 days. We talked a little bit about Claynosaurz. We might get banned after OK Bears, but we'll see. And overall, comment below anything else you also want to talk about. We go live Tuesdays and Thursdays. We also have a special guest coming in very soon, probably next week. Stay tuned for that. Much love and peace.